Well, hello everybody. This is Yardistry Gazebo steps 3 and 4. There are two parts to this, the short beam and the long beam. And what I'll do is just quickly go through it and then break it down and look at some of the steps in detail. I love the way all these parts are numbered. That's great. So just going to run through a quick time lapse here. So you can see what you're going to be doing in these two steps. Putting the two long beams together, bolting them together, a couple little things to look out for. So let's look at these in more detail. Just a quick tip. I know everybody knows this, but uh, there's a bolt and then a lock washer, and that lock washer will keep the bolt from backing itself out. That's important. It's not a flat washer, it's a lock washer. Then the then the flat washer to keep the bolt from pulling into the wood, and then these T-nuts. And I'm putting it here on upside down. Actually, those spikes go toward the head of the bolt and they dig into the wood and hold that nut secure. So I did that wrong on the demo. Okay, I'm using my nice 4-foot level here to keep the boards aligned. A better idea would be just use a nice piece of finished wood that you know is straight to do this. You really don't want to bang your level around. You might suffer because of that later on, with something not quite being level. But in any case, so what I did is I used my little quick grips. I locked that level on the edge of the beams, and you notice how straight that seam is. That's really what you're looking for. You want those seams straight, you want the edges straight, and then you can put the bolts in. So that aligns the first board, and then the second board. Once you've got those two long boards together, then there's 3 more boards, and same process. Just rinse and repeat. And then the idea is to clamp and screw those 2 boards together to make a 4-inch wide beam. So on this part, make sure your ends are flush, make sure the sides are flush. Use a lot of clamps if you have them. I love those clamps. Just make sure your boards are in good alignment before you start cinching it down with the bolts and nuts. Let's see. Oh yeah, take your time. Get it aligned, then lock it down. So once you've got everything aligned, the next part is easy. Just put the bolts, the nuts, screws in, and it should then be a pretty nice square beam, or relatively square. It's not furniture, it's an outdoor gazebo. I follow the same process on the short beams. Then once you've got that, it's rinse and repeat again for the long beams. It's the same process with a couple little things to watch out for. These two don't align exactly. So and also there's this insert. That's a metal insert that goes in there to for added strength. And getting getting all those holes lined up was a little bit of a task. I was like, what the hell's going on here? Oh, pardon me. But I kept working with it. They do align. So if some of the bolt holes aren't aligning, something's not right. So I'm just using a little Phillips screwdriver for quick alignment, to make sure that the holes do indeed go through both beams and through the metal reinforcement, beam reinforcement. So this is the overlap here. So you're supposed to have 1 3/8 on my plan here, and that's so that when you put all 4 beams together, it'll be nice and square. You want to make sure you've got that on both ends. Okay, then same thing. Clamp it down. Make sure everything's smooth. Bolts, nuts, screws, just as before. One little thing, watch on your plans. Make sure that the screws go in from the opposite side of the bolts. So, you know, I that's just read your diagram. Anyway, that's it. And thankfully, it rained here a little today. It's been 100 degrees outside. I can hardly stand going outside. So I'm trying to do a lot of this assembly in the shop. Anyway, take care. Please subscribe, and I'm trying to build those subscribers up, and you can watch my building follies. Take care, everybody. Be a gazebo out there someday.